All right. Hey there, everybody. My name is Corey Jones, and I'm with Compassion Works for All. Really glad to have you here with us today, whether you're with us live or watching later on a recording. At Compassion Works for All, we provide mindfulness and meditation programs and resources for folks who are living in jails and prisons. We've been doing this work since about 2005, and we absolutely love it. And a couple times a month, we come here onto the CAL system Zoom to have a daily lunch meditation. So really glad that you're joining us today. Today, as we're recording, it's February 14th, which is, of course, Valentine's Day for many people. And with most holidays, I guess this isn't technically a holiday. It's a day of celebration, but also for many people, it's not. It can be a day of hard feelings or even of pain, of frustration, a sense of isolation. And so we certainly don't want to make any assumptions. But regardless of how you're experiencing today, whether you're celebrating Valentine's Day or whether today is just Monday for you, I thought it would be appropriate to do a loving kindness meditation. And loving kindness is also sometimes referred to as metta meditation. And if you're not familiar with it, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's extending loving kindness to ourselves and to various people that we know. Loving kindness meditation is a really powerful way to alter our perspective for how we feel about people, and again, including ourselves. We begin by extending it to ourselves and then to someone for whom we have great affection, somebody who just makes us smile whenever we think of them. And then the second person we think of is someone toward whom we're neutral. We just have no positive or negative feelings. They just sort of exist. That one is an especially important one to do because we often operate and orbit around each other in a kind of mindless way. And we might see people on a regular basis, but we never take the time to get to know them, to want good things for them. And so by being intentionally mindful and extending loving kindness to them, it just makes us more aware the next time we see them. So that's why extending it toward someone toward whom we're neutral is such an important thing. And then the last person we extend loving kindness to is someone toward whom we have negative or hard feelings. And sometimes this can be a difficult one. We often have to take baby steps whenever we're thinking of people who have hurt us in the past, people toward whom we're holding grudges. But obviously, the reason we extend loving kindness to people toward whom we have negative feelings is because it's not affecting them at all. Our negative feelings don't have any impact on them or on their life, but they eat us up, especially inwardly. And so by extending loving kindness, we're actually releasing ourselves from the bitterness, from the anger, from the grudge that we're carrying around. And by releasing ourselves, we then free up our minds, free up our emotions to actually begin to want good things for other people, including those who have mistreated us in the past. So all of this is about extending loving kindness in order to liberate our own inner emotions, our own inner peace and well-being, and especially our own inner mental energy. So with that being said, let's go ahead and begin. And we'll begin as we always do in a mindful posture. And if you're like me and you're sitting in a chair, I invite you to sit with your feet planted on the ground and with your hands folded comfortably in your lap. Let your belly be soft and relax your shoulders away from your ears. Put just a little bit of separation between your teeth in order to relax your jaw so that you're not clenching. Relax all the muscles in your face. If your eyes are closed, let your eyelids be soft and smooth. And as we ground into this present moment, we'll begin with the sound of a bell. So feel yourself begin to get a little bit heavy in your seat. Again, we're not slouching, we're remaining attentive And remaining in a mindful posture, we are actively still and actively calm. And whatever thoughts or experiences you had right before coming into this meditation time, we're not going to try to shut those out. We're not going to try to stop them. Sometimes we carry that momentum into a meditation. And so if you have thoughts going, if you have emotions going, we're just going to let that continue for a moment. There's no need to struggle. But go ahead and start to notice your body and what your body is doing. Does your body seem calm and present? Does your body seem fidgety and restless? Do you notice any stress anywhere? Do you notice any aches or pains? Do you notice tension? And regardless of what you're noticing in your body, we're just going to let it be there exactly as it is. We're just observing. And let's start to notice what's happening around us also, the sounds that you hear. There's a train whistle going off right outside my window. And we're not going to do anything with those sounds. We're not going to try to block them out. We're just going to acknowledge them, name them, welcome them into this present experience that we're having. Again, we don't have to struggle. Everything can be completely effortless. And so now we've checked in with our body, we've checked in with our senses, with what we can hear, with what we can smell, with what we can feel. And let's now check in just for a moment with our breath. Inhale and exhale gently through the nose. Do your best to breathe all the way down deep into your belly. Let your belly expand out on the in breath like a balloon. And then let your belly deflate back in on the out breath. We're going to try to keep our upper torso, our shoulders still as we inhale deeply through the nose and expand our belly. And keep our upper torso and shoulders still as we exhale through the nose, deflating our belly. And let's focus on this a couple more times, taking in an inhale and expand. And exhale and contract. Inhale and expand. Exhale and contract. And finally, let's start to notice what our mind is doing. Is your mind in the past? Is your mind in the future? Or is your mind in some alternate reality that doesn't exist? Wherever it is, just bring it into the present. Be here. In the room where you're sitting. And if you find that you're able to stay present for a few moments, but then your mind wanders off again, that's perfectly okay. We're just going to gently bring it back, and we're going to use our body, our breath to help bring our mind back into the present. Focus on one part of your body or focus on your breath in order to keep your mind from drifting. But no matter what you choose to do, we're not going to struggle. We're not going to fight and wrestle with what our minds are doing. We're just going to be effortlessly present. Now, as our minds continue to slow down, as they continue to stay more and more in the present, we're going to turn our focus now to loving kindness. We're going to begin with loving kindness for ourselves. Everything that we need is already within us. We are already full of light. We are already full of goodness. Sometimes we have to go searching a little bit deeper for it, but it's there. And so we're going to bring that light and that goodness up to the surface now. And quietly to yourself inside your own mind, thinking about the goodness and the light that's within you, repeat these thoughts, extending loving kindness to yourself, quietly inside your own mind. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be loved. And may I be at peace. Take just a moment to draw in those feelings of loving kindness. Notice how it feels to want these wonderful things for yourself. It's not an act of selfishness. It's actually quite the opposite. It's an act of love. And let's now move forward and draw to mind someone for whom we have great affection. Just the thought of them makes you smile. It makes you feel warm. This might be a person who has passed away. This might be a person who is still alive. It might even be a person you've never actually met, but the thought of them gives you such a good, warm, happy feeling. So draw that person to mind now. And imagine for a moment that they have walked into the room where you're sitting and they've pulled up a seat right in front of you, so close that your knees are touching. And you're looking each other in the eye. You're both so happy. And you smile as you extend these thoughts to them, repeating after me quietly in your mind. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be loved. And may you be at peace. You watch as the person takes a deep breath and a smile comes over their face. They stand and they walk out of the room. And now in walks a person toward whom you have neutral feelings. You're neither positive nor negative toward them. You might know their name or you might not, but take just a moment to draw that person to mind and picture their face. Imagine now that they have sat down in this chair across from you, again, so close that your knees are touching. And although it feels a bit awkward, you are in complete control of this moment. And so you look them in the eye, and with gladness, with joy, with a deep sense of love, you extend these thoughts to them silently in your mind. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be loved. And may you be at peace. Again, it might seem a bit awkward, but the person smiles, and they stand, and they walk out of the room. And finally, we extend loving kindness to someone toward whom we have negative feelings. Someone who has hurt us, betrayed us. It might be something small, it might be something big. But draw to mind now the face of someone toward whom you have negative thoughts or negative feelings. And imagine that they have now walked into the room and they've now taken a seat in front of you. Notice that you are completely grounded in your seat, that you are perfectly safe, and you are fully in control of the situation. And so, with love and compassion in your heart, you look the person in the eye, and you extend these thoughts to them silently in your own mind. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be loved. May you be safe. May you be healthy. And may you be at peace. Fully in control of the moment, you watch as the person stands and walks out of the room. And finally, as we come to the end of our loving kindness meditation, draw to mind all the people that are near you now, physically, that are perhaps in the same room or in the same building. Imagine all the people that are outside walking around, all those that are driving along the streets or in their homes, every person in the town where you live. Draw to mind all the people in the surrounding cities, in the state, all the people in the country, everyone on this continent, every person in the planet. And as a source of love and light, let's extend loving kindness to all living beings. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be safe. May all beings be loved. And may all beings be at peace. Take another moment to breathe in this loving kindness so that for the next little while, every person that you see, you will actively work toward their happiness. For the next little while, every person that you encounter, you will want well-being for them. Regardless of how they treat you, regardless of how well you know them. For the next little while, we will all be people who want nothing but well-being, happiness, health, safety, love, and peace for all beings around us. Take just another moment to soak this in. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. I hope that that was helpful for everyone. I'm a big fan of loving kindness meditation because I think it alters, again, not the other people around us, but it alters ourselves. It gives us this baseline of love and good feelings toward all people. So when someone cuts us off in traffic, we recognize that they are just like us, doing what they can to try to be happy. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, that's the thing that unites us more than anything else. We're all trying to find some happiness. And so there's no sense in standing in between another person and their happiness. There's no sense in wishing or wanting negative things for others. And this isn't a weak, wishy-washy, lovey-dovey, bleeding heart type of loving kindness. This actually requires a lot of strength and a lot of discipline to arrive at a place where we sincerely and genuinely want these things for all people. So I encourage you to continue to practice this. Make loving kindness a part of your regular meditation routine and see how it alters the way that you see yourself and the way that you see others. So I hope that was helpful. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope you have a great day.